Yo, that guy. What's up, gamers? Migo? Whatever. Yo. Early reporting for patch notes. Good to see you, no legs. Snowy days. How you doing, Death Pod? The Beast. The best. I keep calling you the Beast. Might have to change your name. Well, we didn't get the class right, but she still seems great. I'll have to check her out. I've not looked at anything yet, guys. Not a damn thing. How are you guys doing this hump day? Let's see, what are we doing here? On my ongoing mission to freaking gear my units, I'm down to like a pool of largely useless units, but you know what? Now it's almost gear holding. Oh, no, we can't use that. No, apps. I refuse to believe it. Okay, we're rolling a new piece. Hump day! What? She looks somewhere between OP and strong. Strong P? Yeah, APOC needs a little something. It's been a minute since she was viable. Where is my HP piece? Must be in storage. Let's see. I trust there will be more OPML5s after her. I mean, that's like saying I suspect tomorrow the sun's going to come up, right? That's just the nature of the beast. Boots. Those boots. My God. This looks terrible. Insufficient materials. Shit. I don't even know the meaning of the word. So much wasted gear score on a unit where you can't really afford to waste gear score. This is terrible. God. Okay, let's at least shit, I can't even make it into defense. I don't have a defense mod gem. Oh well, you know, it's why am I fretting over a unit that I don't use? It's just silly at this point. $260, yeah. What's missing? What's missing? Heroes. Blech. Okay, that's fine. I'll just save this. All right, guys, that's 177. What's Tuberu stand for? A lot of people think she kind of looks like, a lot of people think she kind of looks like 2B, don't you think? With the blindfold and the blonde hair and the all that. Can we imprint Celestial Mercedes in Lady of the Scales? They haven't said yet, but I suspect they will probably shut that down. But we'll see. I hope they do, because I got a metric fuck ton of Celestial Mercedes laying around. I hope we can use her to imprint. I hope they don't pull another young Senya Archdemon Shadow situation. Hey, Ginu Frank. Thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the prime. What I hear through the grapevine is it's slated for October 15th they ran. But that can always change, but that's the date I hear, is it's expected October 15th. But I don't think it's officially been announced yet. A lot of people see a bob haircut and immediately think 2B, even if the rest of the character looks nothing like her. It's the freaking shading over her face, dude. I mean, are you seeing it now with the blindfold and the bobbed hair and the white hair? It's kind of like a triple threat there. It's not like they're just saying, oh, she's got a bobbed haircut, so it's 2B. I think it's a little more than just the hair, dude. I wish they'd change her S2 so that it's not set to the user in front. I haven't seen her kit yet. We'll see. 28th, yes. Ross and Mercedes come out, I believe, the same day. Too many heirs are battling right now. Try again later. Have you guys ever seen this message in your lives? On World Boss? That's wild. I'm screenshotting it. That's crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. Longest cleave ever. What's up, Biaco? Yeah, all because 15% not stripping the immunity off of freaking what's her name? Bossarunka. Oh my god. That was the stupidest fight I've been a part of in forever. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Guys, if you're enjoying the pirate-themed team here, this is courtesy of a little bit of brainstorming me and Biaco did earlier this morning where I said, man, Biaco, your team's great, but if we could just use both of the pirates on it, it would be even better. So this is what we came up with. Oh, for fuck's sake, with Renak.
Fair wins ahead. Put my guard down. So I'll become ash.
Yeah, we got cut because of no Lytica artifact. I'm going to put it back on, Biaco. I'm just going to risk it, and we'll get it. I'll get it plus 15 eventually. I know it's kind of bullshit RNG. Talk me off the ledge, Biaco. Talk me off the ledge. Come on, man. We can do it. We can do it. Fine. Stop. Just open a Fenris banner. Fine. I'm out of powder. And that would mean I'd have to pull on a Fenris banner, which sounds awful. Looks like Shuri is the one that didn't push, but that's okay, I guess. Yeah. Second time she resisted the put, or the push. It's okay. Everything dies here. There's a player named Carlian, and I'll show you a Carlian cleave. Just give me a second here. Any single target cleave especially, but any cleave where you're using a CR pusher to make the cleave happen is what's known as a Carlian style cleave. So like this fight right here, for example, this would be a Carlian cleave. So it's where I'm playing a... Holy shit! Wow. For those who are wondering, that's a 332 speed Ahmed on my team. 332 Ahmed. Yeah, it's a 330 Renac with speed RNG, I guess. We're going to hit it again and see how bad the speed RNG was. Because this Ahmed is 310 speed, right? So that's that's 310 speed plus 12 from Vildred plus 14 from Silk. That's a 336 speed Ahmed. We just got outsped. Okay, it was just serious speed RNG. It was right on the edge of speed RNG. Now it's 5% slower, so I could actually math out the exact speed of this Renac. But yeah, it's one of the dangers of cleaving at a high end like this is sometimes your speed RNG, once you get above 300, speed RNG is ridiculous. But anyway, you see how far back the strays is, right? It's a slow as hell strays, all built damage, but I'm using Ahmed to push him up a good chunk. And then I've got Ahmed on Proof of Friendship, which is another push. And that should get strays all the way to the front of the line, even though he was all the way at the back of the line before. And now it strays is in the front of the line. I can just mow them over. So this is the fundamental basis of a Carlian style cleave. It somewhat died off when Euphine and Politis both came out because they stopped the CR push and cut it down so much. And then other units like Green Selene came along to make that kind of pushing harder. So, you know, it's made a little bit of a comeback with Ahmed's buffs, though. Getting skill null helps out with Green Selene, but yeah. Who is Carly? And he's just a player. I don't even know if he's the one who invented this style of cleave, but he's definitely the one that really kind of made it his hallmark, right? Like KHM making tank down his hallmark. He certainly didn't invent tank down, but everybody kind of knows him for it. Or Snitchu from running 4,000 defense and 80,000 health on all of his units. It's just you know. At least in the circle I ran, it kind of became associated with him. I should be more careful about using colloquialisms like that in my videos, though. Yeah, I know. But back in the day, that was kind of his thing, right? Speaking of cleave, get murdered. Is the new light Marrow good against Renac? No idea. Don't know what her kit is yet. We're going to take a look here in just a minute. He has an extra HP ring on every unit. Yeah, he has 7 ring. He has 7 pieces of gear. Big bang attack. God damn, Strays is so good. Oh shit, wrong team. God damn it. I wanted to use the control team, Byako, and accidentally hit go. Well, this is awkward. Okay. I think we're okay. No, we're not okay. It's an Arius FCC and a higher HP Ilanov, so the cleave's going to fail. Yeah, I can't cleave through Arius FCC and Ilanov with higher HP. Okay, mine kills. I'm aware of the limitations of my account, Bihako. Let's see. I guess we can just do this. Yo, Christian, thanks for the super, buddy. Do you think they'll continue the class summon? These bookmarks are hurting my back. You gonna be streaming tonight? I'm enjoying all the content, by the way. Yeah, I mean, they're going to continue to do the class summons for sure. This has to kill somebody, and I don't think it will. I've got to get the extra attack or this fight's over. Nah, not even close. Not even fucking close. Oh well. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'll stream tonight or not. We'll see. Maybe. Man, that's disappointed. I really wanted to control that team. Oh well. Me and my button pushing compulsions. What could they give us? Dragon Knuckles? They could give us a lot of things, right? We've got a lot of collab artifacts. Everybody wants 3F. I don't think it's going to be 3F. I think 3F is way too recent, and they don't want to set a precedent that you'll just be able to class summon it in just a year after the collab. I think they want to say, here's a collab artifact. You want to have this artifact, you better pull because you got a couple of year wait before this comes back to the shop. So I think there's almost no chance of 3F coming up. But I mean, good lord, what else do we have in the world of collab artifacts that they could give us? This hot hunk of garbage. It could be a class summon, right? This could be a class summon. This stat stick that nobody uses anywhere. We already had Tachi. What else? You get this, which honestly isn't terrible. It's just nobody really cares. They would have to give us a buffed version of this. Did I miss armament? Where is armament? Oh, it's the armament, isn't it? It's under freaking T's. Let me see. Is there anything else that's really out there they could add? I mean, there's this, which isn't very good. Some people cope and tell me how awesome this is, and it really isn't. We just got this. This, which nobody's going to use because why would you ever put anything like this on a mage? If this wasn't for mages, it might find use. This is actually pretty good for 1 or 2 units. Once it's plus 30, especially, it's better than Symbol. I mean, I'd grab one of these if I could, but I'm not sure I would chase it for dupes. That'd be the biggest damn skip banner of your lives, huh? This is actually a decent one. This one, but much like 3F, it's too new. It's unlikely to pop up anytime soon. Oh, the real collab artifacts, yeah. Yeah, I went over Elfelts already. There's this hunk of weirdness. I guess it's okay. Might see the armament pop up. Hey, Sauce in Need. Wait. Sauce is needed. Thank you for the primer, buddy. I appreciate you, man. This one's a fun artifact. I doubt anybody will really care, but it's kind of fun. There's this weirdness that nobody ever uses. This was a nice concept, but didn't really go anywhere. That's really it. I'm sure I missed one or two, but there's just not a lot of artifacts from collabs that people really, really care about that haven't already been run. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot a frame of light, didn't I? This one. Because everybody wants to put this on their warriors. Oh no, wait, this isn't a warrior. She's a mage, isn't she? Yeah, everyone wants to put this on a mage. It's right up there with Roy's artifact. Used by no one. What's that artifact by Alsatian Spear? Alsatian Spear. This one? Oh wait, that's Butterfly. Where the fuck is Alsatian Spear? Axe. This one? Or this one? Ambrote? You talking about Ambrote? Ambrote's a free one you can pick up in the Hall of Trials shop. Nobody uses it. It's a 20... I mean, you can tell by the artwork. It's a 2018 artifact, but this was a Saria's artifact for like 15 minutes. Oh, no. This was not Saria. It was Kyros's artifact. A lot of people don't even know that this thing is here. Go into the Hall of Trials shop and go into the exchange and click on the other tab, and there's some artifacts in here. Some of them that used to be meta and good. They aren't really used anymore, but that's where it hides. If you ever want to waste 100 currency, you can go pick it up. The only one in here that's worth anything is Sword of Azera and, of course, the Hall of Trials artifact itself. Thoughts on Tuberu? She looks hot and gives me needs. Radiant Forever? Nobody uses it. The evasion one is good? No, it's not. It's niche on one unit, maybe two. Crimson Seed A Ravi, though. Those were the days, man. Yeah, I got a max one too. Where is it? What was it called? Bastion of something, right? No, not Bastion. Fuck, I'm trying to remember its name. I'm gonna eyeball it before I see its name. There it is. Shepherd of the Hollow. I got it on Kisei because she's just holding on to it. Something lovely. Ew. Ooh, piece of candy. Hello, Frederick. No shoe, unlucky. Why you guys hating on me so much? I wouldn't wish shoe on you guys. Maybe Byako, but not the rest of you. Nothing worth getting. What are we telling Kukerbat, Biako? You had a special message we're all supposed to send to Kukerbat. What was it? That's not the message. Somebody told me there was a specific message to send to Kukerbat.
I don't think he has to.
30 seconds. We're going to get a full 3 ML5 dark version after this. What's up, Jesus? How you been? 30 seconds, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. There we go. Give me my stamina. Oh, regular hunts. No, let's do Banshee. I'm out of these mats and I want to level. Ah, fuck it. We'll just level this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. The fuck? You're too fast and you screwed everything up. You know what? I'm only doing this for freaking French, or to burn these quick battles anyway. May as well just friendship farm them. Okay. Banshee, here we go. And who are we friendship farming? Guys, some of you may not have realized this, but all of those plus 15 tickets you use, where you got plus 15 guys from it, they are all friendship 0, but they're max molad. So if you get them to plus 15, I'm sorry, if you get them to friendship 10, you'll automatically get 3 free Molagora. Not you. You're not plus 15. Where is your... Nope. Hide friendship 10. Oh, there's one. There's one. Don't 3 stars give Mola? No, 3 stars do not give Mola. But the ones that you've gotten your plus 15 summon tickets from, you might as well friendship Mola them. Anything you used one of these on, make sure you friendship farm them so you get the the friendship back. Okay, so her friendship is hovering right here, just a little bit off of this spike. So let's see if you get friendship from quick battling, because every time I do this, people say, I don't think you get friendship from quick battling. Let's just go ahead and put this to bed. Looks like you get friendship from quick battling, guys. Have to do this every time I talk about using your quick battles to friendship farm. I'm still re-gearing, man. It's a lot better now. I'm up to unit number 176 being geared and actually ready to play this game. So I'm getting close. Once I get to like the 200 mark, then I'm done gearing the units that I actually might play, and I get to start just like sticking stuff on gear holding units. And once I'm able to put units on the gear holding units, things will be better. It's a little bit good now. She's like a budget strays. Every once in a while, I mean, she's like good into teams with revivers, but she's a pretty good budget strays. Nice, Steven. You had me for a second. I was like, oh, no, we're not doing this. Free stamina. Who's the budget strays, Lilibet? Yeah, I do need to go through and clean. I'm about 500 pieces of gear too many, so I do need to sit down and like, once I re-gear everybody, then it'll be obvious. I can look at what's left and go ahead and get rid of things. Yes, there's no reason he wouldn't, Alternus. It stops stopping revive is stopping revive, and as the kit says, revives. Yeah, strays, I mean, with a little bit, you can specifically target who you want to erase. Great at chewing through a Runka. Also, it is really good in dealing with situations like Holy Sack. You need to target, get rid of a Mort, or if there's a Ruel on the team. There's certain places where she's freaking amazing, but for the most part, the nice thing about Stray is he can reach behind things. He can hit things that are stealthed. So yeah, it's, you know, not just a straight up replacement. Hey, one more time, because every time I do this, somebody's like, I didn't know that. The simple selection, the new simple selection that's up, the changes they made to it, under the settings, make sure you have this box unchecked. You do not want this box checked. And the reason why is this box will override your speed settings. So if I say select equipment with integer-based main stats, what that means is flat stats. Select rings and necks and boots with flat stats that aren't speed as the main stat. But it will go after things that have speed subs that maybe you want to speed check. I don't have any examples here, but for example, This ring right here, say you wanted to speed check this neck, it would select it because it would say even though it has 4 speed down here, it's got an integer based stat, so it would select it and you would sell it. And unless you're just one of those people like, I don't care about speed checking, if it's flat stats I don't want it, then you can check that box. But I like checking flat stats because occasionally you come up with a really nice piece of gear, like this 20 speed flat defense piece. It would have selected this and sold it for me because it would see the flat defense and say, I don't care if it's got speed on or not, we're selling that. Maybe this 22 speeder, it would have sold this because it would see the flat main stat and say, I don't care about speed, we're getting rid of it. So if you like checking, if you like speed checking, make sure that you turn this setting off. It doesn't exclude, no. It excludes speed main stat. And that's where the confusion lies. People see this excluding speed and they think, oh, it'll still do it. Let me just go see if I can craft an example. I hate that they moved the steel workshop. I always go to the wrong place. Here we go. Bad example. See how this 2 speeder is being kept? Because I'm telling it 2 speed is okay. I want to speed check things. But if I check this box here, and then I run the simple selection again, now it highlights it. It says, we don't care that you want to keep speed pieces. You told us you don't want to keep flat stats, so it's getting rid of the flat stats. Even if normally it would have kept it. So make sure you have that box unchecked, or you will be getting rid of your flat stat speed checks. Unless you just do not want flat stat rings and necks, even to speed check. Then you get rid of it. This is something a lot of people have missed, and it's something I think Smilegate should fix. I'm going to report it, put it in as either I'm going to put it into both channels. I'm going to put it into the bug reporting channel and into the recommended enhancement table, is that these right here should trump these. Because right now, this is dominant over saving speed gear. So anyway, this is how I have mine set up. I don't like 2 speed on purple pieces. I hate it. It's never worked out for me. It's got to roll lots of 4s. Some of you might take it. This is silly because it can't be below 2 speed anyway on red. So I'm not even sure why this tier exists. You can do this to not keep 2 speed on red, but I've had 2 speed on red work out well for me. So you check it or uncheck it. This does the same thing. And I go 28 gear score because I've got over 2,000 pieces of gear. I think you go 24 if you've got under 500 pieces of gear. I think you go 26 if you've got under 1,000 pieces of gear, and you go 28 if you've got under 1,500 pieces of gear. And then you never check this box unless you don't care about speed checking. You're just tired of seeing flat stats on your boots, rings, and neck. Okay. Hopefully that clears that up. A lot of guys have kind of missed this and misunderstood it, and you may have sold a whole bunch of 4 speed flats that could have rolled amazing. Like this one. Or not. Do I ever speed check flat boots? Flat boots? No. But I have speed checked boots before. for example. Best God, no. No. Where'd they go? I thought they were on my Selene. Are they my Spirit Eye Selene? No, there's no way they're on my Spirit Eye. Who's got those boots? Huh. These need to go back on green Selene. Freaking amazing boots, right? Check those boots out. I was so pissed when I rolled these. This was the first piece of gear I had on my entire account that had higher than 20 speed. And it was freaking boots. Since then, these boots have allowed me to do a lot of crazy shit. These have been great boots for me. Mostly on green Selene. But, very curious why she's not wearing these boots. But anyway. That's pretty much the only time I speed check boots is when it's percent attack with the speed substat. Nobody ever there are no flat stats that are worth keeping. Some people are like, oh, flat defense is really good on thieves, guy. No, it's really not. It's really not. It's maybe 1 or 2% better. It's not enough to worry about, and you don't generally care about having a lot of defense on your thieves. People are like, oh, Tamarin's better with flat health, like 0.1% better. It's not worth chasing it. All you're getting is very, very niche specific gear that only works on 1 or 2, 3 and 4 star heroes, and it's just not worth it, guys. The only reason you ever roll something that's got flat stats as the main is when you're speed checking it. Other than that, done. Flat attack on Fene. There you go. You instead of HP, you're gonna put flat attack on Fene. Totally worth it. Flat HP is not bad for new Mercedes, though. But it's bad for everyone else, so why are you making a piece of gear that will only work slightly better on one unit and horrifically worse on everyone else versus percent HP, which still is going to work on her and is good on everyone else, too? It just feels dumb for me. Speaking of, let's go take a look at the new Mercedes. Or the new update in general. What do we got? We only have one piece of news for today, guys. One piece of news, which is wild. So let's go check out what this update is for 8/21. Content update. So, special side story. Welcome to Oasis Land Week 3. You get to jump into the 3rd week of Oasis Land, 3rd week of Rhythm Surfer. See where the story goes and how it ends. Cute story, funny penguin. Go do your stuff. Get your things. Moonlight Theater update. Chronicles of the Last Witch. One of my favorite Moonlight Theaters. Second only to the Pirates one. I'm looking forward to see where we're going with Sirmia and Bryceria, and seeing how Mercedes factors into it. So more Moonlight Theater, more Chronicles of the Last Witch, more free mystics, which you're going to need to pull Lady of the Scales. We're getting a special countdown to Lady of the Scales Tenebria, Lady of the Scales Mercedes, and it's Leafs. What's Leafs? Why isn't it Mystics? What the hell, Smilegate? Why isn't it Daily Mystics? If it's a countdown to the Mystic banner, why are you giving us Leafs? Okay. Oh, there we go, guys. There we go. And that is it. It is a lean time in Epic 7 right now for news because they kind of blew their load on the news last week. Hey, Fron B04. Thank you so much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you. So that's it, man. That's our news. That's our update. That is literally everything that is coming tonight. So let's go check out their YouTube channel and see what we can see about Tenebria. I mean, Mercedes. Let's go see what we can see about Mercedes. That's not what I was looking for. You guys ready for this? Get ready.
Speak, and let thy desire be known. For I am merciful, unworthy soul. Let your death burgeon this land. So you've chosen to defy a god. Your attitude, how irreverent.
along.
Okay, brilliant animation for 2B Mercedes, 2 Barrows, what a lot of people are calling her. You don't like it, that's fine. It's what I'm going to call her. Let's go check her out.
When Azera had been plagued by famine and pestilence, her people raised a prayer, beseeching those who reside in the skies above to take pity on them. The goddess who responded to their prayers promised Azera everlasting abundance, but only in exchange of a price befitting in measure. Thus the Dark Witch was born, a being who would shoulder all of Azera's misfortune. And while the
For crying out loud.
Dark Witch withered away in her prison known as the Briar Forest, Azera developed into an affluent nation unrivaled in their prosperity. The goddess who reveled in watching the Azeran mortals filled with happy smiles by her blessing, took the opportunity to incarnate herself as a mortal and has...
So, hang on, this guy's blowing me the hell up. Give me a second. Okay, I'll call him back in a minute. So people were wondering if we're going to be able to imprint her with Celestial Mercedes, and it's possible because Celestial Mercedes is a is an outer god, is divine. So they're talking about Lady of the Scales Mercedes being a goddess as well. So yeah, maybe we can use her imprints, but probably not. Probably not, because they already told us gold transmit stones are going to be how you imprint her. So, or they already told us gold transmit stones are going to be available for imprints. So I think it's going to be just that. I think that people think they're going to be able to use a 4-star to imprint a 5-star. They did that with Dark Corvus, and I think they regretted it ever since. So I would not expect it.
Has been living amongst the humans for a very long time. Over the generations, the legend of the Dark Witch spread through the world.
Art department
one day,
killing it.
Even the fierce Lionheart Sirmia, who had conquered all of the Britannian continent, would hear the tale. To learn more, make sure to check out The Chronicle of the Last Witch in the Moonlight Theater.
Okay, so we have got a light Soul Weaver Taurus. Lovely. An effect resistance unit. That's great. On both sides. She can give ER to the team or to herself. That's going to be fun. 117 base speed is pretty freaking nimble for a Soul Weaver. Like, really, really fast for a Soul Weaver. Good chunk of bulk.
Lady of the Scales is a 5-star light elemental Soul Weaver. She has high effect resistance.
The defense is pretty good. The HP is pretty garbage.
And can increase her effect resistance further through her imprint concentration. Skill 2.
Skill 2, Scales of Equity. At the start of the battle, grants offering to the foremost ally. I love it when we get brand new skills that don't exist anywhere else in the game to confuse new players. When the ally granted offering dies, recovers the health of all allies by 50%. Interesting. Interesting. So 50% heal for your whole team when the person who gets this buff, that's going to be the front row unit, dies. When combat readiness of an enemy is increased during battle, increases the combat readiness of the caster by 35% of the amount of combat readiness received. 35, 40, 45, 50, 50%, 50. So if you do a 100% CR push, she pushes 50%. Jesus Christ. This effect will not be applied to the combat readiness increases triggered by the same skill. So yeah, Cleave is dead again, right? I mean, that's what we're supposed to say, right? Cleave is dead. I mean, this definitely harshes all over Ahmed Cleave, right? We're using Ahmed to push up a nuking unit because you push up by 50% and there's you push up to 100% CR. If which of the scales is below the 50% mark, she'll push up to 50% and you're not going to be able to cut. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. As long maybe. Especially if you run any kind of a CR inhibitor. I think it's gonna, yeah. I mean, for it's not gonna slow down like Alots and Aram, but they are much less likely to be openers. It will crap all over Ahmed cleave because Ahmed's not a full 100%. I don't know. I think this is gonna hurt cleave quite a bit for the CR pushing style cleave because she's gonna cut up. She's going to have offering on the front row ally. So when you do nuke that front row ally, if that's the highest HP ally, say you strays cleave and you drop that front row ally, everybody's going to heal up 50%. And then, yeah, I think this skill is written around stomping all over Ahmed. But let's see what else we got.
Scales of equity. At the start of battle, grants offering to the foremost ally. The ally granted offering will be granted 70% damage sharing from the damage received by all allies, and upon receiving lethal damage, will be granted immortality for 1 turn.
Holy crap, I didn't even read what offering does, guys. Offering grants 70% damage. Jesus Christ! 70% Arius effect? Yeah, strays is over. You do 10k, or let's say you do 30k damage with strays. No, you do 10k damage, which doesn't even kill most squishy units. And all of that damage funnels into the front row unit. Holy shit, you know what this is? You know what this is? This is a massive buff to Bossarunka. Do you know why this is a massive buff to Bossarunka? Because Proof of Valor impacts damage sent through damage transfer. So 70% of the damage, let's say we bundle that 70% of damage all together, right? And 70% of damage all bundled together is, I don't know, say 30k damage, and that goes into Bossarunka. Proof of Valor reduces that damage. God forbid you actually do manage to kill Bossarunka, it heals up the rest of the team. That's all you're going to see anymore. Friggin' Rocket Punch is dead. Proof of Valor is the way to go on. Proof of Valor and a ton of HP Bossarunkas. Get ready for the most miserable time ever, man.
And upon receiving lethal damage, will be granted immortality for 1 turn. Immortality can only...
Immortality. She gets immortality too. So she doesn't die. Proof reduces damage, and if the proof keeps you alive, you can still take even more damage until eventually you proc immortality. Then you can S3 with your Bossarunka and get a giant ass barrier, and then somebody has to chew through that giant ass barrier. Dude, if this zeroes you're out on health, even the Noble Oath enjoyers are going to be loving this, because now you got to deal with a Noble Oath Bossarunka with a fat ass barrier sitting at 1 HP. Mother of God. I like how they're using Crowl in the front to try to trick us into thinking you're going to use this with anybody other than Bossarunka.
only be activated once. When the ally granted offering dies, recovers health of all allies by 50%. When combat readiness of an enemy increases during battle, increases combat readiness of the caster by up to 50% of the amount of combat readiness increased. This effect will not be applied to the combat readiness increase effect triggered by the same skill.
Are we done yet? I mean, do we need any more skills? Are we done yet? Because our S2 is freaking stupid crazy. The Caress of Mercy. With the Goddess's Authorita, dispels all debuffs from allies and increases combat readiness by 15%. Consumes 20% of the current health of the ally granted offering. Consumes 20% of the current health. Granting abundance to all more unique buffs to confuse new players. Grants a buff. I wish they would stop doing this. Abundance to all the allies for 2 turns. After attacking, inflicts 2,000 additional damage on the target. Because of course. Why wouldn't it? And we're going to get a 15, 20, 25% CR push out of this skill. Dispels all debuffs from all allies. So it's a full ass cleanse, self CR push. No, sorry. Full ass cleanse, a 25% CR push for everybody on your team. So basically DJ Bassar, right? A cleanse and a CR push for the whole team. Consumes 20% of the current health granted by offering. I wonder, does consume mean it heals her, or does consume just mean it drops the health even more up front? And grants abundance. Okay, so we basically got a DJ Bassar and a DJ Bassar combined with kind of like a Dragon King Sharoon, right? DJ Bassar plus we're granting abundance, which is a variant of her damage pop buff thing. What's it called? Torrent? It's not torrent. What do they call that? Help me out. What's the Dragon King Shroom buff? Cascade. There you go. So basically it's Desert Jewel Bassar with a little bit of Cascade thrown in. 25% CR push is serious though. Okay.
Skill 3, the Caress of Mercy. With the goddess's authority, dispels all debuffs from all allies, and increases combat readiness by up to 25%. Consumes 20% of the current health of the ally granted offering, granting abundance to all other allies for 2 turns. Abundance is a unique effect where after the bearer attacks, the target is inflicted 2,000 additional damage.
Fallen Cecilia stocks going up yet again. We got more pop damage. S1, Divine Punishment. Attacks the enemy with Divine Lightning. Has a 50% chance to inflict fear. God damn, I hate that debuff. Fear, 50%, 60%, 75% chance to inflict fear for 1 turn before recovering health of all allies proportional to the target's max health. Whoever you attack, the healing you do is based on the person you attack. That's interesting. If you soul burn, it's 100% and it attacks all enemies. Means it's going to be an insane heal if you soul burn. As long as it's additive. If it averages, then maybe not so much. I'm curious if it's additive. Surely this means if you hit everybody, it's going to add all their HP together and heal proportional to the cumulative effect of their HP, right? Right? No. You attack an enemy, and then you heal proportional to the target's. Wait, target's max health. Heals all ash portion. I think this is Smoggett not Englishing well. I think you're going to heal all allies proportional to the allies' max health. The target of the healing, not the target. If you hit a 40,000 HP Eaton, it's going to heal the ally the same as if you hit a 1,000 HP Genua, because it's going to heal proportional to the target's health. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That does make a lot more sense. So all the AoE is going to do, or all the Soul Burn is going to do, is make it AoE chance to AoE fear. And of course, fear is just like Mort's fear.
1,
solid color though.
Punishment.
Does it show solid color in the attack?
And has up to
the solid color debuffs means non-dispellable.
Before recovering health of all allies proportional to the target's max health. Upon consuming 10 soul, increases effect chance to 100% and attacks all.
Okay, it's dispellable, guys. It's dispellable. It's not a solid color here. Okay, this this is probably a typographical error, or it's a way to make it show up better on this skill frame, because this black on black might be hard to see, right? But yeah, you can, if a cleanser comes out of this, you can still cleanse it. It's not undispellable fear.
Enemies. This attack does not trigger a dual
17,000 health on that lady, the scales. That's pretty impressive for as low as her HP is.
attack.
I wish they would show you the stats they use in the demo. Wouldn't that be cool?
Let your death burden this land.
Azera's goddess, who has decreed eternal abundance.
Okay, so is she broken? Is she stupid
Players
good?
will be able to meet Lady of the Scales through the Mystic Summon starting August 28th.
August 28th, guys. Same day ML Ross is going to be coming out. Big anniversary. So, Cure All Magic Wand. Cute. Cute. Is she broken? Is she unstoppable? Let's just have this run in the background while we talk about it. So, her biggest Achilles heel is she's squishy. Right? She's got decent defense, but her HP is really low. And
So you've chosen
I'm very
to fight
surprised that didn't do any more damage than it did. All I can think of is that Crow was really protecting a lot there, or they built a super bulky one that's not super fast. Because I think mine kills.
I was careless.
Yeah, see that, guys? You see that?
Will always be reliable. I was
That's 5k damage. It damn near dropped half her bar. I don't know how that dual attack with that flan did so little damage before, but if you can chew through her. Oh, wait, the 70% damage share. That's right. The 70% damage share is abysmal. That's what's keeping her alive. Aha. Because if you can kill her, if you can get her off of the team before she takes a turn, then she's useless. But with the 70% damage share, it's going to be rough getting through to her. Especially if you stack that damage share with barriers or protection set, which clearly we've done here. I think she's weak to Faithless Litica. Fire Litica. She's definitely weak to Fire Litica. You can drop an S2. Bind everything, especially with a Soul Burn. I know you got Arya there. So Litica Cleave is still going to be good into her. I think she's going to be best behind Boss Arunca, where you can't even reach her. You've got to go through the front unit or use AoE. New Moon Luna is going to be really good because you can seal her bullshit. Ice Para to get blocks on people. I think there's ways to deal with her. I think they've done a good job of making an OP kit that's got some counterplay to it. I think the most terrifying thing in the world is going to be this unit behind. Putting this unit behind a Boss Arunca is going to be just the way every tank down player is going to want to play. So the other question is, what does she bring to the team?
I was careless.
Let's see what
Is she actually moving the team along? Because you got to justify her place on the team. You've got to make sure that you're still able to kill. You've got to weave her into your team and still weave in frontline DPS that's strong enough to do the things you needed to do, along with some DPS to kill.
Just as I practiced. Head to the grip. Sweet sincerity.
Doesn't Arunca cycle too fast? If you're countering cleave, I don't think it does. And if somebody first picks Boss Arunca, chances are you're going to try to cleave him because nobody wants to fight that shit slow.
Let my guard down. Stop showing your face around
And as soon as they start revealing they're going to try to cleave, you can slam this girl in and mess them up big time. But you're going to have to slam. If say you first pick Arunca, and you want to pick Mercedes on 3, you still have to get another frontliner that can work in place of Mercedes. And now you've only got 2 spots left to facilitate damage. One of those is probably getting banned. So now you've got to figure out how to fight with 1 DPS hidden in the back. And 1 DPS when you're playing slow is not the easiest thing in the world. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think she looks really strong on paper, but I'm not sure what she's going to be like in action.
Your attitude, how irreverent. Ha!
I really want to see how she plays before I would pull on this unit. I strongly encourage everybody to maybe don't go ham on day 1. Maybe watch her on test day and see how she plays out, because the style of play she wants to be played into is, in my opinion, boring as hell. Right now we are in a aggro arc where the game is trying to push things in more of an aggressive direction. And this unit is the opposite. This unit is slow down and stall and try to make your 1 or 2 DPS units survive. I think in the right situation, she's going to be really, really good. But if your opponent sees it coming, it's gonna take a good, keen battle eye to build a team around her. I'm not convinced. I think she looks insane on paper, but how many units have we seen that look insane on paper, and then when they were actually released, we're just okay. I don't think that she breaks the game by any stretch, guys. So,
Speak.
should you pull for her? Well, if she does it for you, right? Little head always trumps the big head, right? I think you pull for her if you love her and you want her on your team. She is a source of free mystics. She is a boss hero. She's a source of free imprints. Being a boss hero, you can just use your gold transmit stones to triple S her. Boss heroes have traditionally always been meta changing, from Archdemon all the way up to Harsetti. They have always been
the current guild war meta porosad.
Does she counter the current guild ward meta? I don't know. I don't think so. I think she looks really freaking strong, but I'm not sure she is going to change much of anything.
Clearly,
She is a
SG think we have an overabundance of time for PvP, but not VM.
She is a cleave unit. Cleavage. Could she cleave anchor? No, I don't think so. Possibly. I don't know, guys. I'm really going to have to sit down and think about this one, because my knee-jerk reaction is you look at these skills and you think, holy crap, this is insane. 70% damage transfer. Cleave is dead. Yeah, I think she's going to be a super powerful counter cleave unit. Anti-cleave unit. This S2 and offering, super strong anti-cleave, unless your cleave gets in front of her with something like New Moon Luna, something like Ice Para, something like Fire Litica. Then suddenly all this goes to hell in a handbasket, because if she doesn't actually take a turn, no, because offering is at the start of the battle. God damn it. Okay, I'm going back to it. I think she's extremely strong anti-cleave. Offering is going to really harm how cleave works. It's really going to harm how cleave works. Unless you can get on top of her with some things that stop her kit. You're not going to be able to stop offering from being applied, because it happens at the start of battle, so you can't seal it with New Moon Luna. You can't seal the damage transfer. So anybody that wants to cleave and doesn't pre-ban this unit, when she pops up, Strays still kills, grants immortality for 1 turn. How Strays kill through immortality? He S3s and doesn't kill anything in the back row, and the damage transfer zeroes out the front row. He S2s, gets rid of the front row. Buff block with ML Luna. How do you buff block when this goes on at the start of the battle? Before Luna can take a turn. You can't buff block if it's already there. Oh, okay. I guess what you're saying is you start out with the S3 and then they don't get immortality, but that doesn't mean it... Upon receiving lethal damage. Yeah, we'll just die. Won't be granted immortality, but it's not lives with 1 HP. Yeah. So yeah, if you Luna, you can one shot.
Yo, Tristen is
And then heal the entire enemy team who did not take that much damage.
Just perma pre-banned.
What was that? Is Zeo worth it from the boss selector? Is he still always... No, he's the best one to get. Yeah, Luna can buff block, and that will stop this from proccing. But that's the damage transfer goes into it and kills it, right? And then what? Nothing else is dead. Everything took 70% less damage, and then that front unit dies, and everything heals basically back up to full. What's the next step? Strays S2s and just hurts everything a little bit. Maybe kills... Maybe kills Mercedes, maybe? Seal blocks the heal. Is the heal... Oh, you're right. This is a passive, so Seal would block the heal. That's a very good point. Seal would block the heal. Okay, so... You did a chunk of damage with the S3, but not a ton, because 70% went to the front row. Front row dies. You S2, you hurt the back row even more. You probably kill Mercedes and maybe some of the squishies. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. And you know something else too is damage sharing. How many units do we have out there now that ignore damage sharing, guys? Like Blue Hua Young, Argent Waves Hua Young. Doesn't she ignore damage share? I thought she did. Oh yeah, it's her Artie, right? When the target is not an elite or boss monster, ignores damage sharing effects. Does he do it? Ignores damage sharing on his S3. So he'll just blow right through that. So there are some options, right? There are some options to chew through this that when combined with Seal, and the only way you're sealing the back row really... That's why she's got so much ER, so you can't just seal her. You're going to need to soul burn to seal her. People are going to have to, like, go through their units and look for... Damn it, Hua, where are you? Yeah, ignores damage reduction and damage sharing. She just shits right down that skill's throat. I think there are ways to deal with it, guys. I think there are ways to deal with her. And if that's the case, if there are that many ways to deal with her, she becomes a devastating 4 or 5 pick that's a must ban or lose. But if you lock her in on 3 and you are aware of the tools that you have that go through this stuff, not as big of an issue. Now, the biggest pain in the ass, of course, is going to be the healing after, but if you can combine her with something that puts buff block on that front unit, something like Pera, something like New Moon Luna, I think she's a 4 or 5 pick, guys. I'm gonna have to see her in play. I'm going to have to, I keep coming back to, but she's a boss hero, and boss heroes have always been stupid freaking strong. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know, guys. We'll have to see. My advice to you is, as always, do not pull day one unless you pull for everything, or you just really, really want her because she is hot and you want to see her on your screen. If you're wanting to pull her for meta uses and stuff, give it 2 to 3 days. Give it 2 to 3 days. She is considered a boss hero, Nyuta, in the sense that they're using gold transmit stones for her imprint, is what I mean. You will not be able to use the boss selector ticket on her, of course. Give it a few days. See how she tests out before you go ham on this, because I'm not sure. I've never been so conflicted. Every time I think, yes, she's going to be amazing, I find ways around it. Every time I think, no, she's not that good, I see ways that she's going to be stupid good. Yeah. We're going to have to wait and see how the experts test her out. So that's it, guys. That is tragically everything. That's all the updates we have. So like and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody. For 4-star dark version valid for imprints, most likely not, since they are selling since they are selling her imprints via gold transmit stones. Most likely you will not be able to imprint with Celestial Mercedes. I will be stunned if they allow that. What does S3 say again? It's basically DJ Basar's skill with a weakened version of Cascade tacked on. It doesn't look like it has any healing either. It's Desert Jules Basar's S3 with no healing, but it gives you Cascade. Yeah, her and DJB have the same stat line. You know how hard it is to build DJB fast and bulky enough to survive. Archdemon is not Mercedes, correct. Archdemon is the Archdemon. It's the Archdemon's shadow manifesting as Mercedes. Some BS lore reason for them to not let us use imprints on her. And that's where they established the gold transmit system. I don't think you would want to use Senya's artifact, because Senya's artifact is going to CR push the frontline unit, and the frontline unit, I'm not sure you want them to take turns. You don't want them to, you don't want offering to wear off, right? Or does offering stay on permanently? Let me see. At the start of the battle. Not at the start of the battle and the end of the turn. So offering can wear off. It's permanent? Oh, then I guess it doesn't matter. But still, what's the advantage of having the front row unit take multiple turns, right? I think you would probably want something else. Some kind of a healing artifact. When you revive, no, if you revive, it's gone. Like putting it on a holy sack unit would be silly, right? It's at the start of the battle, not wait. He's recovered. I mean, we can see it. Surely they'll show that front unit dying, right?
Death. You have to be joking.
Come on.
Tore down Berserk. Let my guard down.
You do your horsey stuff.
Such
Now somebody kills you, right? No, they just aren't even going to frickin' show it. I assume I assume that if you come back to life, you won't have it. That would be the assumption. Ice Crystal, Touch of Rekos. You could put her on one of the CR boosting ones. Anything from Water's Origin to something that boosts her effect resistance could be good. Celestine feels a little weak. If her is her S3 attack based or is her S3 non-attack? Yeah, the only attack skill she got's her S1. I think Celestine's not so good. I'd run her on freaking DN's artifact before that. But not attack skill. You could put her on Spotted Mouse Hair Tie. You could put her on Bird's Eye. There's a couple things you could do here. What's SOLE? What's Soul? Soul Consolation? Yeah, Soul Consolation would be a good one for sure. I think mostly you're going to want things to put some ER on her. Oh god, not Soul Consolation. yeah, Soul Consolation. Or anything that boosts effectiveness. There's a lot of Soul Weaver artifacts that give some effectiveness boost, right? Where is it? And of course, you got Soul, the Shamadra Staff. Shamadra Staff would be pretty insane because this would increase the healing effect of that 50% healing back by another 30%. So that would be what, a 65% heal for the entire team? Is that math right? 30 plus 50 plus 30%. Cheat to cycle her around a little bit. Touch of Rekos for the healing. Here's a 25% more ER plus some additional healing when she does her S3. Yeah, there's ways. There's things you can do that aren't Soul. Shamadra Palis. Yeah, right. What do you guys think? What's your opinion? Think she's gonna be stupid strong? Think she's gonna be weak as hell? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. She has a 10 soul burn, right? And her S1 on soul burn's 100% fear. You could put her on Spotted Mouse Hair Tie and just soul burn her ass. It's an arena defense unit, in my opinion. I think not. I think you could work around her in arena defense where you get to plan around it. I think she's an RTA unit. Injury Lady of the Scales. Yulha is going to be scary. Can she work with a Tekron offense? The problem is you ban one or you ban the other and you're kind of not left with much. How does this freaking unit always not get pushed back by my Zeo? I'm starting to be offended by it. And her 100% counter rate. Unlike Tristan's view of her, I think she's going to be really good. I'm just saying I'm on the fence about it. I think she's got a lot of counters. I think she's going to be stupid good on 4-5, but beyond that, I'm not so sure. Can Lady use her own mitt? Lady use her own mitt? Explain yourself, Spatial. What do you mean? You mean put herself in the front? I mean, she's got no HP. That would be crazy. If you put her in the front, she would explode horribly. I guess you could. There's no reason you couldn't be the foremost ally and just zero yourself out really, really fast. Yeah, I did. I did, Joe. Thank you, though.
Prepare for battle, everyone.
Immortal unless you get tagged with a buff block. Now, she does have high ER, but once the Immortal's over, what next? Then she's just off the team. And when she's gone, so's her passives. God damn, this team is so fun. Get him, Sid. Yeah, Summer Area works instead of Sid, for sure. I just wanted to run Sid because, you know, pirates. She's totally supposed to work with Ross.
There's no need for fear, though I presume instinct isn't so easily governed. This is my mission, and your fate.
God damn, Ross's freaking animation is great.
Deliverance is inevitable.
As the very first iteration of the goddess created as her own embodiment, Genesis Ross holds more than enough divinity to take on the archdemon. Due to his lack of understanding of humans as a whole, he's often found acting in peculiar ways. Though he used to approach humans without hesitation at first, when he later realized that his resplendent divinity struck both awe and fear into those around him, Ross gradually withheld expressing his thoughts. While true that Ross is closer to the divine than he is to humanity, it may actually be his unbending will, despite his numerous regressions, and not his divinity that separates him from being a human. Genesis Ross is a 5-star light elemental knight. He has
Libra, so balanced stats, leaning towards the HP,
concentration.
A little bit of ER.
Skill 3, Goddess's Judgment.
Attacks all enemies with divinity and penetrates the target's defense. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. Damage dealt increases with fewer enemies. At the start of the battle, grants Sacred Covenant for 5 turns. Cannot be affected by any debuffs or some harmful effects. Upon dying, revives with 100% health. So, if you're going to run Genesis Ross with Mercedes, then you can't seal him. You can't stun him. You can't buff block him. You can't seal or buff block. Those are 2 big ones, right? And after you kill him, he will revive. So you're going to zero his health out. He's going to proc immortality, and he's going to proc it because you can't have buff block on there. And then that's going to wear off. And then you're going to kill him. And then he's going to come back to life. He'll no longer have Mercedes buff, but he's going to stick around for a while with Meru on the team. That's a little bit terrifying. And his S3 does damage proportional to his own max health. So you're going to stack a ton of health on him. Injury will still work on him, but the big injury buffs aren't going to go at him. So what are you going to do? You're going to pack an Alencia on there, an injury set Alencia, and try to drop him down quickly, because you certainly aren't going to be able to use Death Dealer Ray to get injury on him through plagues and venoms.
Judgment. Damages for 5 buffs and some harmful effects, and upon death, revives the bearer to 100% health. Sacred Covenant cannot be dispelled. Skill 2.
Skill 2, also an active skill, no passives on Rast, just like the fire version. After inflicting seal and disintegration on the enemy for 2 turns, God damn it, disintegration. A critical hit will grant an extra turn. So when he gets an extra turn, he can S2 straight into S3. He's going to seal and disintegrate the enemy. And what's disintegration? Well, it drops your health by 25%. It's 50% if it's a hero. So immediately, bam, 50% injury. 50% injury with the S2 straight into his S3. And this is the weird thing. This implies disintegration will work in PvE. And people are like, oh, no, bosses will still be immune to it. Why bother making it viable in PvE? Why having a version that works on heroes and a version that works on monsters if we're not going to use it on monsters? Now, I suspect certain things will be immune to it, like, you know, the otherworldly rift boss or you know, big bosses. You know, probably like a lot of the abyss floor bosses will wind up getting this retroactively, but this might be a way to be able to drop the health off of some PvE stuff. We'll have to see. And it ignores ER if you do a 10 soul soul burn, because of course it does. So again, Meru on like Spotted Mouse hair tie or on what do you call it, a bird's eye, bam, there's your souls for Ross to be able to guarantee seal and disintegration, sealing the enemy's passives, cutting their health in half, going straight into an S3 to nuke them. Wild. And man, if we put this guy on the divinity set, let's do the math. Divinity set, if you run him with Meru, he goes down to 0 HP, procs immortality. He can't not proc it. It's guaranteed. There's no way to stop it. You can't seal or buff block him. And then a round goes by. He does his BS. He guarantees gets off his soul burn S2, guarantees disintegrates, guarantees seals into his S3, guarantees does damage. And then the immortality wears off. And then you kill him. Except he comes back to life because his S3 passive says he gets to come back to life at 100% health. So you kill him again. And then the divinity set brings him back to life. Sorry, divinity set doesn't bring him back to life. He comes back to life with a 50% CR push, so he's already back down, so he can go again. My God. And what if you put him on Holy Sacrifice? Then he dies and comes back to life again, and CR pushes 50% down because of the divinity set. This guy on divinity set and Holy Sac is going to be so toxic to deal with. Holy shit. If you run him with Mercedes, he's going to get like, yeah, it's a good thing that this skill lasts for, where did I see it? Lasts for 5 turns, because he's going to be alive for 5 fucking turns. And you know what happens? After the 5th turn, he S3s again. He S3s again. Oh my God. Wild, guys, wild.
When applied to heroes. When Tin Soul is consumed, ignores effect resistance. Skill 1.
Attacks the enemy with a sword blast and increases combat radius for the caster by 25%. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. Okay, I mean, that's nice. It's a nice 1 sentence or 2 sentence S1. Nothing exciting here. I think if anybody lets you have Genesis Ross and Meru on the same team, then they're just in, you know, they're just inting at that point. They're throwing the fight. Having those two on the same team, it's gonna be you better just hard, because he'll be a good damage dealer with his HP scaling and extra attacks and disintegrations. Yeah, rough. So if Genesis Ross shows up, Syngelica, Briarwitch Assaria, units with extinction, all that kind of stuff's value shoots through the roof because you're going to have to do that. Units that can strip or steal are going to be very, very valuable because you're going to be able to get rid of that immortality and give it to your team to be able to survive what's coming next. As somebody said earlier, you could put Tori in the front row and her immortality can't be stripped. So it's guaranteed she just gets to do Tori things, even at 0 HP. So that's kind of a funny way to do it too. Again, these two are going to be like horrific to deal with together, but I don't think in a vacuum either one is unstoppable, but together they are horrifying. Precious Connection, night exclusive artifact. Increases health by 10%, which is huge. That's a big HP boost. At the start of the battle, gains 10 souls. You know what? You could run Meru on whatever the hell you want to run her on, or you could put Ras and Meru on the soul-giving artifacts, and now Ras can soul burn S2 twice. Can only be activated twice per battle. It's really going to be hard to talk yourself out of using Holy Sacrifice, though. This is really cool. But Holy Sacrifice is so good. I'm not sure you're going to use this over Holy Sac, but I guess this artifact is a good way to let your opponent know you don't have enough Holy Sacrifices to go around. Can only be activated twice per battle. So you get 20 souls. It's like legitimately Tag's book if you can go twice. And you know what Ras can do? Critical hit grants an extra turn. Ras can go twice. Takes a turn. Get 10 souls. S2. Crits. Gets an extra turn. 10 more souls. So you can soul burn this using your 10 souls. Get an extra turn. Get your 10 souls back for whoever else is going to go next. But if you put Ras on this artifact, you're giving up on Holy Sacrifice. You're giving up on, what's it called? Proof of Valor. You're giving up on 3F. Yeah, 3F. Good call, Joe. You can put them on 3F if you have extra 3Fs to go around like all of us do, I'm sure. So yeah, I don't know. This feels more like a PvE artifact, if anything. For the handful of manual PvE that's out there, but maybe it'll find some uses. You got 2 3Fs, but yeah, but where are you getting one for Ras? Yeah, Bellion and Senya. Where's the Ras 3F going?
Activated twice per battle.
This is a good artifact, guys. It's a knight's artifact. This can go on a lot of nights.
A precious connection can be obtained through the 7th anniversary check-in event.
This is just like hot and cold running souls throughout the duration of your fight. If you put this on any knight that doesn't need a mid artifact.
Heir of the Covenant, the embodiment of the goddess who protects the world, Genesis Ross can be obtained once you've cleared the mission Divinity Recovered.
You put it on. Oh, you put Wukong. I thought you were saying you put that artifact on Wukong. I was like, excuse me.
Come on! What's even the point in struggling?
It's crazy that we're getting a seal and 50% injury unit for free that does damage scaling, can wear all of these knight artifacts, and has such insane synergy with Mercedes.
I shall
God, Holy Sack on Ras and Holy Sack on the other 3 knights that you're running on this team. It's just like Holy Sack on everybody. There's no maintenance tonight, Joe. Maintenance was last week.
Trust me. There was never a place for you to belong in this world.
Lamo. How much was that damage? It was respectable, right? Arius damage in front. I mean, it's not like that's almost a 30k Ross. Is that Arius transferring some of that damage?
Is it time? I will judge your sins. Trust me. There was never a place for you.
Okay, so disintegration isn't really injury, it's a debuff that temporarily lowers your HP. And once the debuff is gone or cleansed, you get your HP back, unlike injury. So at least there's that. Yeah, he soul burned the S2, so she got sealed as well.
Outrun.
I shall off.
Thank you.
Yeah, Arius is why all that. Arius is why she took 15 and everyone else took so little damage. It wasn't super impressive damage, guys. I mean, I know Arius is in play, but I mean, it's good damage, right? For a knight who's not there to be your principal DPS, it's good damage. That's 15, 25. It's about 30k damage. It's about 7.5, 8k damage to each unit. Yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at. Exactly, Iran or Arcadian, especially for a knight.
You want to see?
I'll do my best.
Yeah, seal is ridiculous.
Jam. Time to face the consequences.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. The fewer the enemies are on the board, the harder that S3 is going to hit.
There's no mercy.
He used to burn the seal again.
Shall we end this?
That is a very dead Renok.
Still standing.
Get ready. You are unwelcome in my city.
So we did about 7,500 to 8k damage
I don't really enjoy
with his S3 last time.
Trust me.
Now we've got 3 heroes instead of 2.
Perish.
So instead of about 8k damage, we do... Jesus Christ. Yep. Yep.
Do not interfere. I hate the darkness.
Now we get a Euphine solo, right?
You're suffering.
Is it time?
Mind kills.
Deliverance is inevitable. There's no mercy.
This is the very first demo video that I've ever seen Smilegate almost lose. Cause yeah. That's not a lot of health. That's 5% health left on that Ras, guys.
No mercy. A simple tap.
Did Ras revive though? I don't. Oh yeah, he didn't even revive yet. So yeah, he would have come back with full health. Yeah, it was over. It was over. Oh, but yeah, he took 5 turns though, so he doesn't get to revive because his buff's gone. He doesn't have his buff. He doesn't get to revive. Yeah, the E7 legit almost lost this fight to a slightly better Euphine. What is this Euphine? 17k health Euphine.
You're suffering.
Mind kills. All right, guys. Ras looks like fun, and he's going to be free. You get this guy for free. He looks really, really good, and I think combining him with Mercedes is going to open up a whole world of buggery. That's just going to be a lot of fun to experiment with. Adrian Senior, thank you much for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you, bud. Oh, and I missed Nanji Brony, who subbed like 15 minutes ago, and I completely missed it because I'm a bad streamer. Thanks much for the support, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now that I look at Ras's kit, I think Ras is going to be mated to Mercedes a lot in the same way that Tam was mated to Asaria back in the early days, right? Like young Senya is mated to Mort. Sounds horrifying. They just seem to go together so well that I think they are designed to be a couple, and it's no surprise they're releasing on the same day. So, yeah, together they're going to be devastating. Apart, I think they are handleable. Rask gets cucked by Extinction and Revive Block. Mercedes gets cucked by Buff Blocks and Seals and just dying. They're both really good, but there are ways around each of them. So we got to see how they test out. Everybody's going to get Ras, so no reason saying whether or not that's a must pull or not. If you play the game, you're going to get yourself a Ras. I wonder what happens to the people who show up after Ras is gone, how they're going to get him. If he's going to wind up just dropping into the random ML pull, and you'll have to have chances of pulling him that way or not. But I guess we'll find out on that later. And oh, it's like an ML blessing. If it's like an ML blessing, it'll always be there, and they can just always do it after they complete probably chapter 6, right? Okay, yeah. So everybody will be able to get Ras. That's good to know. Good to know it's not a temporary thing. But Mercedes, I strongly encourage you to wait and see. I think she's going to be a lot of fun. I think in the right comps, she's going to be very difficult to fight against. She's going to be a ban it or lose situation if you set yourself into a position where she's going to be good. But I don't know that in a meta that is speeding up, that's getting more and more aggressive, if she is going to be the key to slowing it down again, or if she is going to be so unimpactful in her role that slowing down a fight only to still just lose it doesn't make a unit good. Makes a unit annoying, but it doesn't make a unit good. She has to slow down the unit slow down the fight in such a way that you will be able to gain control of it with the other units you pick. And if you draft smartly around that, I think you could find some ways to make her work. But you're going to have to load your team up with ticking time bombs, with things that your opponent can't wait around to kill. God, if you like Ahmed cleaving, she's going to destroy you. Brutal. Anyway, that's my thought on these two units. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Are you pulling for Mercedes? Are you waiting and seeing? Do you think I'm off base and that she's the most busted thing ever? Or do you think that she's just kind of all right and maybe situationally good? Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, Epic 7. All right, guys. Thanks for my outro. Time for Ainz to return. Really. No, really. Hey, Biako, I got an idea for you. I worry more about the 2k fixed damage on Bellion. Yeah, Bellion in front, that's 4k fixed when she does her extra. God, it could stack with Cascade too. The problem is, guys, you're stacking a lot of units, and remember, if you're going to pick, you got to pick 2 units who can frontline and Mercedes. That leaves you only with 2 additional units to pick. You've got to build your entire way to kill the enemy off with 2 units, one of whom might get banned. Right? One of whom might get banned. That makes it not the easiest thing to build a team around. Tristen, I have a question about Festive Ida. Her additional damage sometimes doesn't work on every single enemy, especially evasion units. Is that normal or is it a bug? Let's go look at her kit. I've honestly used her very little. Ran is back. Check his first debuff. We just went over the entire kit, Friedrich. Let me see. Festive Eda. It's got a hit. It's an attack-based skill, so if something dodges, it's not a successful hit, and it's not going to proc the extra damage. So remember, she's fire, so if you're attacking water units or evasion units, there's a chance she's not going to hit. So that's probably what you're running into. Why Discord server got no tag? What do you mean, why is Discord server got no tag? Use exclamation point Discord if you're looking for my Discord server. Yeah, that's why we're not, because she hits all, for sure. Could I make a video about the current ML rotation and their value compared to the ML Mercedes? We can talk about it. I'm not sure that's a... See, the problem with the value compared to ML Mercedes is the value... ML Mercedes value, in my mind, is still a little up in the air. She looks really, really good, but she doesn't look unstoppable. Sirmia is insane. Celine's really good. Bryceria looks like she'll be good into Ross. Bologna's not that good right now. I think I would rate Sirmia over Mercedes, but here's the thing. Every single one of these heroes can be got from the ML Selector event at the end of the year called the Headhunt event. Headhunt event usually goes live in November, and by Christmas, you usually have done enough in the Headhunt event to get the unit you want. And I think you could just select one of these units. Lionheart, Spirit Eye Celine, Briar, What the Hell's Cliff, and Malona. What the hell's Cliff, Joe? Yeah, it hurts to say it, but she's just not very good anymore. Will Para be attainable from the Headhunt? Oh, like as in like this one is number one. I'm sorry. This one is number one, and then this one's number 2, and then this one's number 4, and this one's number 86. I get what you're saying. Arunca should be in the Headhunt. It just depends on where they start the Headhunt. I think Arunca is the cutoff. Arunca might be in, might not be. Anybody before Arunca, definitely. But Arunca, she's right on that line. She's like right on that. Last year it was Dragon King Sharoon, and they moved it up a week to screw people out of it. I don't think Lady of the Scale is a must-have space seal, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Would the Stigma debuff slow some of Mercedes' skills? Yeah, Stigma cuts CR and healing in half. So it would slow down her pushing, and it would slow down the healing that you get from when she kills things. But remember, her S3 is an AoE cleanse, so there goes your Stigma once she takes a turn. Ooh, that's a tough one, Yosagi. FCC or Ilanov? I would probably take Ilanov simply because FCC is guaranteed to be in the new Galaxy coin shop, and when you eventually get 40 Galaxy coins, you can straight up get her. Whereas Ilinoff probably will not be in the Galaxy coin shop. So do you have 40 Galaxy coins? If you've got 40 Galaxy coins, just buy FCC when the shop resets. But if you don't have 40 Galaxy coins, you have 80, get Ilinoff. Because you'll be able to buy FCC within a couple of months. I think September 11th is when this changes, and you'll straight up... Because FCC came out in 2019. There's no way she isn't going to be just old enough to be buyable. How long does it take to get 40 coins? You need to summon 4 dupe ML5s. You get 10 coins for every dupe ML5 you summon. So, like, if you go into your summon, you click on this, you click on this, and you get an ML5. Would have been so cool. And you get an ML5. And you get an ML5. There we go. And you get an ML5, and it's a dupe. You get 10 coins. So you do that 4 times, you get 40 coins. Pretty. Easy game, guys. You just have to wake up every day and decide to be lucky. Oh my god. Still wasn't Arya, but that's okay. We never complain about getting Sirmias. We only complain about a shoes and Last Rider Krauls. I guess she goes in the story. Let's mass report the stream. Shit. But anyway, they said they were going to revamp the shop so that you could just always buy the older ones. Now, they didn't really define what older ML5s were, right? They just said that older ML5s would always be available in the Galaxy coin shop. So does older mean 1 year old? Does it mean 2 years old? Does it mean 5 years old? We don't really know. But I can tell you FCC came out in 2019. Ilinoff came out in 2024. Which one do you think's most likely to be in the shop? So that would be my recommendation to you, is headhunt the recent ones and coin out the longer ones, the older ones, if you've got the coins to do it. Yeah, ML Ken and Dark Corvus, they'll always be in there for sure, for sure. Who is more worthy for headhunts? You know, when headhunt shows up and we know what the range is, we'll definitely do a tier list for it. But Fallen Cecilia is probably going to be one of the top picks. My favorite unit? Who's my favorite unit? Why is this not loading? Ugh, Auden. 4K 330, 146, 10 by 11. Looks well built, man. Well built. Fix her artifact. She deserves a plus 30 artifact. If you're going to run this garbage can unit, you should at least give her the tools to do her job right. What's mine look like? Is that better than mine? It's probably better than mine because I hate Auden and I don't give her a lot of attention. You got 400 more attack. I've got 40 more speed. I've got a lot more crit damage than you do. I went with Dreamblade because my Shepherd is on someone else. We're about the same bulk. You're 10 by 12. I'm 11 by 11. Yeah, I traded a little bit of attack for some speed. Oh, and you went immunity. I went pen. So I hit way harder than you, but you've got immunity. I'm just trusting on her evasion to make shit happen. Immunity's an interesting angle on her to stop some of the non-attack stuff. I don't know. I still think I like pen. I still think I like pen on her. Yeah, the imprints are rough. Imprints are really, really rough on Auden. Stops Genesis Wrath. Yep. Immunity cost seal. Oh, yeah, right. Because Ras doesn't strip. So you can stop Ras from sealing her. Yeah. Immunity might be a thing on her if Ras's seal becomes a problem for her. triple set. So go immunity, pen, and like torrent or HP or whatever else. Lose a lot of stats doing that, but that would work. Chances of Ras being slower than a 146 odd is pretty damn slim, but I guess it's possible. You also don't get stunned with Harsetti and Abyssal. I've never actually been in a world where I've ever had to deal with Harsetti and RTA. She's never let off the chain. Yeah, I guess, Zeep. I guess you could just run them base speed. Sure. I think we can just cleave this. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. One moment. Smilegate told me to inform you guys that Lady of the Scales is actually insanely broken, and if you don't actually buy her once-in-a-lifetime packs to get the Mystics to pull her, you're off your rockers. It be like that sometimes, right, Joe? Ooh, fun team. Fun team time. The fuck? Fun team time. Wait. How are we feeling about Mercedes kits? I'm in a wait and see holding pattern. I think with Genesis Ross, she's going to be stupid strong. I think as a 4 or 5 pick, she'll be a must ban or lose. But I think if you pick her early, you're going to get run over by somebody that knows what they're doing. Go Pirates, go! Look at this. Look at this go. What a team. Pew. Pow. Oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it. I love my pirate team. Let me see if I can pull it up here, Sekai. Can we address how the community is just bad at this game at the moment? When Tene got released, everyone said she will permanently kill turn 2. While without Harsetti, the game is already permanent cleave aggro, and everyone's doing the same cleave aggro when we get turn 1. Just look at YouTube comments. Everyone is asking about things they don't understand, saying that Arena is hard enough to cleave before Mercedes, and now you can just Ahmed Strays cleave everything. You want me to address that people are talking out their ass and don't know what they're really talking about when it comes to RTA? That's why I'm saying wait and see. Everyone's like, this unit's going to kill cleave. I'm like, it definitely will harm cleave if you don't know how to pivot. And because if she's locked in on 3, you just pivot out and destroy the enemy team, because they got to build a whole ass team around her kit, and it's not going to be that hard to pick units that work into it. If you're going to pick her on 4-5, well, she's just going to get banned and you're going to get cleaved. But people who draft her smart and are able to build teams around her, I think she's actually really, really, really good into CR boosting cleave. There's going to be an adjustment period. She's going to slaughter people on day 1, and people are going to go like, oh, I must pull unit. She killed everything. And then people will work around it and figure ways around her, and she's not going to be as insane as she once was. Look at Tenebria. You said it. She was a good example. Tenebria was destroying people, and everyone went and pulled her. And where is she now? She's still very, very good, but she's not like this first pick monstrosity. She's not dominating everything. So yeah, that's why I said give it a week. Get through the honeymoon period. Let people test her. See if she is Boss Arunca Harsetti level impactful, or if she is MLTU kind of, good here and there, but not a always reach for it kind of unit. And then decide if she's worth your mystics, because you don't want to miss out on the next Harsetti, the next Boss Arunca. You want to make sure where you're dumping your pity, where you're dumping your mystics is going to be a unit that you're going to use heavily for the next several months. So yeah, I guess my take on it, and hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, if it's good into cleave, it's good with cleave. I mean, you don't even have to use her with cleave. You can just pick her to keep them from using her. Dude, what if you pick her and your cleave unit is in the front? So your cleave unit just goes immortal and you still get to kill things. Put strays in the front, run them as slow as you want. As long as you have a way to strip, stun, or control strays, he gets to S3, even without a pusher. I'll check it out, Sakai. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Okay, guys, you ever have the game error out and it tells you why it errored out and it just says... God damn, that's funny. Okay, yeah, I'm reporting that because that's amazing. Pissing shit out. I'm sure at the time you were pretty upset about it, but you got to admit, that's funny. Who gets this? I guess you get it. Post it again. I missed it. Post it again, Joe. I saw you making her work yesterday. She's freakishly good. It's just not a lot of people want to put the gear on her that she needs to be good. I mean, this is pretty good gear. 91 average gear score when you're considering no crit chance involved. This is pretty good gear for her. Red used to use her like crazy. Ooh. Another fun team. Go Pirates, go. By the way, something I haven't seen on Kumats is another issue is that new heirs have almost no way to obtain older heroes, given that episode has been out for a year. Characters from that past episode have more flexible pickup opportunities. They are addressing that with the shop feature. You'll be able to use Covenant and Galaxy coins with dupes to select any old hero you want. That's not just a Galaxy coin thing. They're doing that in the Cov shop as well. So as you pull dupes, you will be able to select older heroes that you want missed. Does it solve the problem? No, but it's one step in the direction of solving that problem. Get him, Sid! Stupid frickin' not maxed artifact messing up my turn order. Hi, Tristen. I want to use Kane with ML Mercedes. Having kind of a guaranteed, what do you call it? A guaranteed immortality on the front unit, kind of like a reverse of Abigail, where the immortality goes to the front row. Opens up a lot of units that weren't really usable in other places. Two burns. Pop. Bombs. Detonate. Goodbye, FCC. Nope, I should have burned that. Oh well. Ha 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 ha. I like SBA here. No room for. But yeah, you could replace Sid with SBA with Fire Assaria, Summer Assaria. That would work too. Harder on Mort. It's hard to do this on units that are effectively immune to stun, but let's try it anyway. Oh, never mind, I'm out of flags. All right, guys, this was fun. Thanks for going over the news with me and talking about Meru. I'm glad you guys talked me into looking at Ross in conjunction with Mercedes, because you are right. He definitely looks like he is designed to go with to go hand in hand with the new Mercedes. Not that they aren't designed to stand on their own, just it's clear that they go together like young Senya and Mort. Creepy. All right, I'm gonna wrap some things up. I gotta make some videos and make some food and make some phone calls before my day runs out. Everybody go say hi to, let's see, who's streaming? Who's streaming? Somebody we haven't rated before. All right, guys, let's go check out Bam33. His stream title is literally First Stream. He's crafting some gear. So everybody go say hi to Bam and show him a little love. Drop him a follow. Let's go make his day. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your subs. Thanks for your support. And join my Discord. DM me if you got some questions. Those of you that I haven't responded to yet, it's because I suck. I will get to you. Don't hesitate to send me a DM again if it's urgent, because I got the attention span of a goldfish. I will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.